Hey there, scholars. Miss Chapple here. Yesterday, we talked about fluency, and you practiced building your fluency with some nursery rhymes. Well, there's a whole lot more that goes into fluency than just being able to read without hesitation and without a lot of errors. You also have to think about your reading voice, how you sound. And that's what we're going to focus on today, readers. We will be working with a story called Owl Moon. This little snippet is from Owl Moon. It's from the very first page, actually. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to read it, and then we're going to see how it sounds and if we like it. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Pa and I went owling. There was no wind. The trees stood still as giant statues, and the moon was so bright the sky seemed to shine. Somewhere behind us a train whistle blew, long and low, like a sad, sad song. Okay, well, I read that fluently. I didn't make any hesitation. I didn't make any mistakes. I read it in scoops and phrases. Yay, job well done, right? But was that really my best reading, boys and girls? Did I change my reading voice at all? Or did I kind of read it flat, boring? Yeah, definitely was a bit boring. There's so many words in here that really stand out to me. Like that very first line, winter night. Winter night. Growing up in northern Ohio, we used to have the best winters. Snow falling, and you would see thick snow everywhere where no footprints are in it at all. It was just kind of shine in the night sky. Like that little picture here on the front of the Owl Moon book, very much like that. That's what I'm picturing in my head. It goes on and says, no wind at all, trees just still as giant statues. So just, again, we're out at night, it's winter, there's no wind, the trees are very still, okay? They're going owling, so they're looking up at the trees a lot because they're looking for owls. Let's see. The moon was so bright, the sky seemed to shine. Okay. Are you picturing it, friends? Are you picturing it? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine a big, bright, full moon lighting up the night sky? And again, the snow is down on the ground and the moon is causing the snow to just sparkle and glisten. Are you picturing it? I know I am. Somewhere behind us, a train whistle blew, long and low, like a sad, sad song. Okay, so that's telling us exactly how the train needs to sound, like a sad, sad song. Oh, I'm sad. I'm so sad. So sad. There's my sad song. So, friends, was that really my best reading? No, it really wasn't. Sure, it sounded fluent, but it was also not very interesting to listen to. But going back into this and noticing those big words that stand out, it helps me imagine what I'm reading. So here's your reading tip. Notice what is happening. That's what I just did, went through the whole thing. It's winter. It's nighttime. It's way past my bedtime. They're going owling, so they're looking up at the sky and the trees. There's no wind. The trees are very still. So all those little things. You need to picture it. If you can picture what is happening, it helps you know how you should read it. Do you remember way back at the beginning of second grade where we talked about the reading scientists? Yeah. So not only do we have scientists who are studying things like life cycles or matter or sound, but we also have reading scientists, and they study how a person reads. And they discovered that second grade is the year that you make the most growth. Remember those beanstalks we talked about? Yeah, that's you guys. Here we are in the middle of second grade, and you are still blowing my mind with how well you have improved in your reading. This is just taking it another step, because we are going to be reading longer and longer books. So being able to read fluently and matching your voice is going to help out a lot. So having said that, let's go back in here and let's reread it. And let's see if I can make it sound better. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Pa and I went owling. There was no wind. The trees stood still as giant statues. And the moon was so bright, the sky seemed to shine. Somewhere behind us, a train whistle blew, long and low, like a sad, sad song. What do you think about that? Did it sound better? Was it more interesting to listen to? I sure hope so. One thing that's really important about fluency is it doesn't take just one read through. As you just saw, I read through Owl and Moon the first time and it just came out boring. Sure, I read it fluently, but it wasn't very interesting. Friends, when it comes to fluency, it is so important for you to read and then reread. Don't only read it in your head, read it aloud, or read it aloud and then in your head. But make sure you are reading it and not just one time. We have a little song here that we're going to read. Let's make our reading sing, make it come alive. So this song goes to the wheels on the bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. That song, right? So we're going to take a look over here. And I want you to try this at home. I want you to go ahead and try singing it in a way that's nice and smooth, just like our fluent reading should be, nice and smooth. Read parts of our books again and again, out loud and in our head, out loud and in our head. Read parts of our books again and again to make our reading smooth. I think I could do better. Don't you think? Let me try it again. Get my opera going. Oh, all right. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can make it sound a little bit more smooth. Because again, read it again, aloud and in your head, and then always do it again. So I'm going to read it in my head, and then I'm going to try it again out loud. Okay, I think I got the flow of it going in my head. Let's see if I can make it sound better. Read parts of our books again and again, out loud and in our head, out loud and in our head. Read parts of our books again and again to make our reading smooth. Yeah, I think that was better. I want you to give that a try as well. Well, all right, friends. Remember, when you're reading, I want you to read it again and again, out loud and in your head. I want you to really listen to yourself. Really, really listen to yourself. Does it sound good? Is it fluent? Are you using different reading voices? And then I want you to go ahead and try that Owl Moon page. I want to hear what you can come up with. All right, friends. Good luck.